Welcome back to 12 News at 5:30 on this Sunday. Pickleball is popular, but with it come plenty of injuries associated with the game. 12 News journalist Trisha Hendricks has more details on the moves causing problems and ways to prevent getting hurt.
Pickleball, it's a sport that's been around since the 1960s, but over the last 10 years, it's grown in popularity. It's commonly thought of as an activity that's a great low-impact exercise where there's low chance of injury, a low cost to entry, and a sport almost anyone can play. But the reality is, with more people playing, Dr. Kareem Sharaway says more people are getting hurt.
I had a patient today in an exact scenario. She'd been playing pickleball for about 2 weeks, and her husband started last week.
He's a sports medicine specialist with Dignity Health Medical Group. He says there's a misconception that because there's less room to cover compared to tennis, for example, it's a more controlled, more focused sport. But for beginners,
I think it becomes very competitive very fast.
when someone that hasn't played sports for years starts playing multiple times a week,
Also increases the risk of injuries.
bone fractures related to pickleball have increased by 200% over the past 20 years.
Overuse injury of the extensor muscles. Basically, the extensor muscles are responsible for kind of back range of motion of the wrist.
The repetitive motions are often what cause injuries to elbows, wrists, shoulders, and knees for players, and those kinds of injuries can cause further pain.
Whether it's typing at the computer, whether I mentioned holding your coffee.
To prevent these types of injuries, there are simple things you can do before you start swinging your paddle.
Stretching is very beneficial. Hydration before any participation in sport is always a good thing.
Stretching and doing some basic strengthening exercises for your forearm can go a long way too.
Having good mobility, your shoulders, good mobility, your hips is really important.
Dr. Charaway says it's important to address any pre-existing injuries with your physician or physical therapist before you play.
So you don't exacerbate any small injury.
Bottom line, as with any sport, it's essential to listen to your body to prevent a serious injury and take the necessary precautions to maintain your body's optimal condition and health. Trisha Hendricks, 12 News.
Run from the back to the front.
Trisha, thank you. So if you do wind up with one of these setbacks, treatments include ice, rest, compression, physical therapy, and medications, among plenty of other things, and in some cases, surgery, unfortunately.